Nairobi have demonstrated a real hunger to create a living for themselves every single day. Whether you work at an office desk or in an online shop somewhere, the desire is the same: to be able to create opportunities for yourself and for other people around you. In this documentary, we'll be looking at young people who prove that you can. This is the urban hustle. Every ingredient tells a story of careful planning and community connection. Running a street food stall demands more than just good cooking. It's about consistency, adaptability, and understanding your customers. People who visit this stand see nothing more than just a simple dish you can eat on the street. But each time someone places an order, it represents years of hard work, long days, and their desire to create a new life. For many of the young people in Kenya, working on the streets is more than just about making money. It's about developing their own independence, dignity, and hope for the future.
My name is Helen Anyango Ching, an entrepreneur in Nairobi. I run a successful fast food business around USIU. I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I'm a dancer, but bills lazima zilipwe, so tuko kwa jikoni. Yeah. Karibuni sana. Why this business specifically? I'd say where the money is at is where I'm going. Sawa, I have my own dreams I wanna pursue. But like I said, bills have to be paid and I have to secure my future. So fast food business iko na do, ukiweka calculations zako vizuri. Yeah, ukiji market vizuri as well. So, and surprisingly, I have this random book where I write my inventions. And when I count everything I've ever started, like every business, there are like 34 businesses that I've started and failed, including fitness and yoga and all those things. But this one actually worked out for me. So I'm sticking to it till death. Till death. First of all, I did go to uni. I did HR and interior design. However, I didn't feel like school was for me because I kept on like quitting uni, going back in, quitting uni, doing a business, quitting uni, doing something else. So I didn't get a job because I didn't have the papers. But I did go through the 4 years of school. I just didn't have the patience to like graduate. Why? Because I couldn't, like, I needed the money to start flowing in. Don't get me wrong, education is important, yeah, but I'm liking money more. There's this company called CCI Kenya. It employs youths in Kenya, whether you have the qualifications or not. All you need to be is be confident and articulate, right? So they gave me a chance without the papers, and I worked with them for like a year. Then I got my capital when I quit their business because it was very stressful, but it helped. So I remember quitting the job with around 23,000 in my pocket. So I used 20 to secure the container and 3,000 to get stock, really. Yeah. So when I was starting the Hot Girl Smocha Bar, I started with a small packet of smokies that has like 10 pieces. Because I'm a big believer in I believe to be a multiplier. You can give me 100 bob and I'll make it into more. We multiplied the 10 pieces of smokies into whatever this is. First, visit your county government offices, inquire about whatever business you're doing and how much it's going to cost. So for mine, I had to get a unified business permit that has both operating license, fire license, and the health license. That, and also ensuring my employees have like the health certificates to handle food. Yeah. So it takes time because unaendanga kwa ofisi unapata system iko chini, unaambiwa urudi, ukirudi kwa kazi kanjwa already at your door, so you're running around. It's crazy. So you have to be sharp when getting it. Initially, this business was supposed to be set up in Kahawa Wendani for the KU students because it's a really good market. However, when I wanted to set it up, on that particular week, they went for the long holidays. So there's no way I'm setting up a business 3 months. Kama students awako, it will fail immediately, you know. Then I went to Juja to like set it up for JQuad folks, but they also went for a long holiday that particular week. So as I was coming back home in a matatu, I'm heartbroken. I'm like, oh my God, I really wanted this. Nafika TRM nakumbuka, oh my God, nishai party somewhere hapa juu USIU when I was in uni. And then I decided to check them out on Google. I saw their calendar. I saw that they don't do long holidays. The longest holiday they could do is 1 month. And they were currently in school. So I just started to like shook up a safari park, took an Uber here, and let's just say universal timing is the best. Because if it was meant to be mine, it was meant to be mine. So on that particular day, nilitembea, nikiscout area, nika check out hapa juu, by the way. There was like a container hapa juu, but it's not a best location. Juu nimechoka na kupanda juu as a client. Yeah, so I got a container that particular day, paid for it, remained with 3,000, got my packet of smoky. So it was, let's just say the universe made it easy for me. Yeah. This school works in waves. Kuna watu wa 9, kuna watu wa 11 or 12:45. So once you study your crowd and know when they're coming to your place, that works for you. However, recently, we haven't gotten the chance. Okay, this is the craziest part about my business. Once my people enter work at 6, they stand till 9. You can't sit down because there's constantly clients coming. So it's no longer a matter of waves, but a matter of where kuwa food wanna come. Yeah. Currently, I have 3 people in my team. We had to employ 1 more person yesterday because it's too much work for even 3 people, me and 2 others. So we got the 3rd person yesterday. So we are 4 at the moment. So I learned very fast, or rather very late, that delegation in business is important. Because I was doing all the work all alone, believing that all the money has to go to me, you know. But I'm learning very fast that it's okay to share success. You can't do it alone. Yeah, you need a team in order to be successful. And you have to like treat the team well for them to come back again tomorrow. Appreciate them, motivate them, changamsha them. Yeah, I feel really motivated and proud that I'm able to create opportunities for other folks. Because I know kupata kazi Nairobi si rahisi. I nilishindwa kupata kazi for a whole 6 years, you know. And in terms of seeing them grow, the version I get to see is the version that comes to work. Yeah. I'm very sure they are growing elsewhere apart from here, but the version I get to see is ule mwenye ana report suwaka nafanya kazi fiti anaenda home. Now, unless we get to like into it more, I'm not able to see the background. But I know that I'm delivering on my side. I'm giving them what they're worth. Yeah, because kazi si rahisi hapa. Like I said, you come at 6, you leave at 9, aujaka. Sometimes you don't even get the chance to eat. Most times. Lunch imekuja at 1, wanaenda wamekula at 9 p.m. when they're leaving. So that's how crazy it is. Fast food business iko na dough as hell, ukijipanga vizuri. Ukipata your product yenye ina work for you, ukipata your niche yako and stick to your guns, that's it. Because there's the whole idea of copying what other people are doing. It could work for them, but it couldn't work for me. Just because they're making money doesn't mean I will. Yeah. So what I did was differentiate in the market, and it clearly gave me money. I like that you've mentioned my competitors around, because I don't feel like I'm in competition, really. I'm doing my thing. And according to how I run my business and how I treat my customers, nobody can compare at the moment. Not the ego talking, but I feel like there's no competition. And also there's 7,000 students here. There's so much money to go around for everyone. That's what people don't understand. Collective growth. When you make money, there's so much money to go around, yeah? So I would say my biggest challenge in business was social media presence. I don't like the camera at all. I'm even shocked we're doing this right now. I gathered the courage. But yeah, so And I also know that you don't have to really put your face when you're recording the content, really. But that has been my biggest problem. But I found a solution, which is influencer marketers. Yeah. So delegate that duty to. That's also what I did. I decided if I can't do it, pay somebody who can. And they're clearly doing a good job because they've reached over 100,000 people each. Because there's like I had to get 3 people to do 3 different recordings. Sometimes I don't feel like coming to work, but ukikumbuka customer wa kwanza anakuja 7:30, or rather when I see the first 100 bob entered, that's it. That's all the motivation I need. Let's do this thing. I want a franchise. I want a franchise of Manjiva in all locations of all universities in Kenya. I don't know how that's gonna be, but delusion, right? Yeah. So to franchise he bees venye inafaa. Surprisingly, this Manjiva name has been in my vision for 10 years, 10 good years. So I'm not sure why I wasn't able to actualize it previously, because that was the whole goal. Even my business plan said Manjiva. But when I got here, I was like, we can change the game plan kidogo, do the smoochers, we see how it goes. And the smoochers picked up vibaya, yeah? Nimeapproach na investors kadhaa when you wanaona potentially a biz. Atio, let me put in some money. But then they check the name of the business. They're like, hot girl smocha ba, uko sure hii bank ata ita, you know. So Manjiva means machipo, yeah? Chipo, I mean, sheng. When you wanajua.
Yeah.
So I came up with the names, again, the whole creativity situation. And here we are.
Yeah.
And also I was looking for names that Gen Zs would relate to. Most of them came to my shop because they were wondering, nani anauza bunda ya 200? There's no way. Tupeleke kwa duka kwa nini kwa Inange Street ama? But yeah. Okay. So something that Gen Zs would relate to, which is my target market, yeah? And it took a hit. The motivation was talk about poverty, manze. Yeah.
Poverty.
It sucks. It sucks to like beg for 1,500 urgently. It's too much. So I don't really like cooking, but I enjoy cooking when money is involved, when you motivate me. If you pay me in the house, I could cook too. Yeah. Hi guys, this is Helen Anyango. I'm the founder of Manjiva Fast Food located in USIU Road. Well, USIU generally. If you're trying to reach us, please call 07586 44411. So basically what we sell are a variety of loaded fries. We have loaded with mincemeat or loaded with smoky or with chicken, each at 150. If you're trying to have 2 different meats, for example, chicken and mincemeat, that's 200 shillings. And the loaded fries that has all 3 meats is 250. We also have an option of having cheese or mayonnaise on top of your food at an extra shilling, of course. Well, 70, 100 shillings. Apart from that, we also sell a variety of smoochers. Our chapatis are made of cinnamon and vanilla. Then the one for 100 is called Chiquita. It has 1 omelette, 1 smoky, fried with onions and bell peppers and spice and soy sauce at 100. And then we have the hot boy at 130 with 2 smokies done the same way. And then the biggest, the thick bunda, has 2 chapatis, 2 smokies, and a lot of chicken at 200 bob. Yeah. And this is the Urban Hustle. Thank you so much for watching.
As Nairobi comes to a close after another day of business, tomorrow's activities have already begun. The situation where you're wrapping smoochers, smiling at customers, selling, that represents the spirit of a city that continues to make itself better every day. On our next episode, we're going to be looking at threads of creativity, about how someone is making a killing with a crochet business.
Each stitch carries its own tale of effort and determination. The vivid patterns serve as a work of art created from a lifetime of dedication and commitment to learning how to be creative. The consciousness and courage to create something truly unique by taking your talents and turning them into a potential stream of income.
Many young people in Kenya's society are looking for employment, while some are simply creating it. And one way of doing that is through crochet. Come with me, let's meet Kemunto Crochet.
While some examples of resilience exist in remarkable spaces, many examples exist in mundane spaces, such as early mornings and calm hands, as well as persistently creating, even if success doesn't happen right away.
My name is Daisy Kemunto. I go by Kemunto Crochets across all my platforms. I am a crochet artist, as you can see. Yes, you're welcome to my place.
Thank you.
So I started in the end of 2022. So I was broke. I won't lie, I was broke. I needed a side gig. I was in campus then. So I looked for alternatives on what I could do. So I settled for crochet. So I have little background in crochet. When I was younger, I used to crochet, but with the, what do they call the sticks for the sweets. So fast forward to now, I'm in campus, went on YouTube, taught myself, and started. Honestly speaking, I didn't know I had passion for fashion.
Okay.
I love color. I love beautifying things. So I just gravitated towards that. And as time passed by, I realized I love dressing people. I love seeing people look really nice with unique pieces. So that's how I ended up there.
So what was your first crochet customer? Like, what did you make? And you made a sale and you were like so proud of yourself.
So actually, it was my mom's friend. So my mom was very proud of me in regards to crochet. So she would post all the small things I was making, and one of her friends told her I should make leg warmers for her daughter. So I did it. It was a fail, a terrible fail. It was not fitting her, but she gave me a second chance, and then I did a beanie, which was for school, and then I did another leg warmer, and I started posting. Then after that, I had my second client. It was a beanie again, and I just started like that, selling them. It was not initially something I thought I'd do for money. I know I was doing it because I was broke, but people started paying me, and I decided to make the shift to do it as our business. I love learning new things. So because I didn't know how to make these designs, I used to look forward to learning them. So after class, I'll come, get a ball of yarn. I was studying at Technical University, so I just passed by Biashara Street to get yarn, come and do something.
Okay.
And I'd give them to my friends, and I liked how excited they were about it. So I just had to make time. There was no in between. You just make time and do it.
Have there been moments where you felt like giving up?
Severally, a lot of times. You come across very stubborn clients, for lack of a better word. There are customers who bargain a lot. There are those that are never satisfied no matter what you do. But that's the beauty of the business, because you will get people who would really love your work, and there are days you'll get a client who is very dissatisfied. So you just need to find the balance on how to handle those customers. Yes, I have given up. There was a time I had completely stopped crocheting. Something happened and I just stopped. But again, I was drawn back to crochet because it helped me heal through all that.
So how do you determine the pricing
Yes.
for your products? Because, hey, I can only imagine how much time this takes to put together.
Yes, so you have, initially I didn't have a plan on how to price. I used to price, when you ask me, I'll just name a figure. Then now as I did crochet more, I realized now you need to look into the price of the yarn, put that in consideration. You also put the time it will take you. Also, there's delivery cost. There's basically it's just the time and the materials you're going to use. You see, for instance, this one, I also needed the pearls. So I'll have to include the price for getting the pearls, for the yarn and now my labor for the work. This part, the upper part, took a day and a half, but the ruffles take longer. It might be a little portion, but it takes longer than actually the actual skirt. So this took 2 days, and then that took 1.5 days. So a maximum of 3 days and a half.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I'm just really curious on this top right here. How
Yeah.
long did that take?
Now for this one, it just takes me an hour and a half if I lock in 2 hours, just a few hours, because now, as you can see, that it does not have so much details. Yeah.
Okay. So you like put music or a nice show, then you just
I love watching Afro cinema. So I'm constantly watching Afro cinema as I make them. Yes, sometimes I listen to music,
okay.
but mostly I'm watching a movie while doing it.
Because this detail here is giving Afro.
Yes, I love. Actually, if I was given a choice, I'd be in Nigeria right now.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you look at some designs you're like, wongo? Does it challenge you more to create?
Yes, it does a lot.
I really like this one.
Yes.
Like I like,
colors.
yeah, it's giving Earth Girl, beachy kidogo.
We were actually arguing with the client about the color. So initially she had gone with blue, and then I tried to convince her to take the color. She ended up liking how it came out. Yes.
So like she wanted blue,
It in blue.
Okay.
Just plain blue.
I actually really like this color scheme. And then I don't know kama ni mannequin, like it's in a
The black
pop.
one. Yes. I prefer the black mannequin actually.
Na hii pia like this whole.
Yeah.
So hii occasion ni gani? Ama
Mostly this is a summer wear. Mainly because of the bralette. But we make our own fashion rules. You can wear it anywhere.
yeah, wende kwa duka. Why not? Wow, I actually really like it.
Yes.
Period. Okay.
This is my favorite.
Ooh, yeah, I also really like this easy
The
beads.
pearls.
I think they're so cute.
They just complete the outfit. So this one you can wear it to a club, a date, to the beach. It's very diverse. Yes.
In a do everything, it goes everywhere.
Yeah, and you can style it differently. So I prefer the crisscross. But also have it below the crisscross.
Okay.
Right.
Funny enough, I prefer it like this.
Yes, like this. You can also decide to just put
Like a one arm kind of. Okay. I have no idea how to crochet. Yeah, sina any background whatsoever. Sinataka unifunze.
Okay, so there are different types of yarn. You just don't use any yarn. Depending on the project, you decide on them. So we have 3 types of yarn. So there's this small count. It's very thin. Usually I double strand. I use one ball and another ball and use it so that the thickness can make more sense. I preferably use it on making tops like that top. Yeah, because it becomes lighter, especially for summer wear. You'd like something very light. So this is the best. It's actually my go-to yarn. This is the medium weight yarn. It's the new yarn by Robin actually, Hooked. So it's bigger than this one, but it's still smaller than our chunky yarn. So this one I prefer it when making beanies and also making skirts. They're best for that. And then when you're making sweaters, at the end of the day, you want it to be warm. So you use the chunky yarn. So there are different types of yarn. There's the Robbie yarn, there's butterfly yarn, there's seagull. So you just choose which one works for you. So for this one, it's the chunky yarn. I use it to make sweaters. Also, I can make beanies with them depending on the usage. Because sometimes I make beanies for hikers. So they prefer something warmer. So we can do a flower. Oh yeah, we can recreate this.
Okay.
Yeah. I call it the daisy flower. I love flowers actually.
Because you're Daisy.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so apart from now, another thing I need to take you through are the hook size. So you can't use this chunky yarn, and use a small hook size. So for a big hook like this one, this is a 5.5 millimeter hooks. They're usually indicated. You use it with the bigger yarn. And then for smaller hooks like this 3 millimeter hook, you can use it with the thin one. So because we want to use the medium count, the Winter King medium count, my preferred hook size would be 3.5. Yes, so you can have this
Thank
big one.
you.
I'll also use this one.
That's 3.5 as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So the basis of every crochet ni chain. So ina depend unatengeneza nini.
Okay.
So kama ni skirt, lazima chains zikuwe longer because it has to fit you.
Yeah.
Most of my crochet friends wanasema huwa na crochet knit. Normally people don't do it this way. So I hope utashika. The beauty of this is practice makes perfect.
Yeah, because sister, I'm struggling.
I remember myself 3 years ago.
Yeah, just starting out. Okay, I did it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Nice. So you just repeat
you
the
do
process.
that and you're counting. So that was number one.
Number
and
one,
you're
yes.
doing 60.
Okay.
So you continue until you get to 60.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So we had talked about how you made a friend something and they live abroad.
Yes.
So you had to like figure out how to get it to them. And that was like one of your best moments in this business, running this business. So apart from that, like what other experiences have you had while running this business?
Yes.
And how have you grown through those experiences?
Oh, actually, crochet teaches resilience and patience. You need to be patient.
For sure.
So I have met so many people through crochet.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to work with a company called Budget Pals. We were making bags for them and then they would resell them. So I went there. I was really scared actually because I don't crochet bags. But I had made a bag and they liked it and they're like, we trust you to do this for us.
Others, yeah.
Yes, and I made several bags and they really loved those bags. So those are among the days that I really treasure about crochet because I got to earn and also got to crochet with, you know, those people who have been in the industry for the longest time.
Yeah.
Yes. And also when I was parceling that outfit, I had no clue on how you do it. That's why I'm telling you, social media has helped me. I went, Googled, researched, and then I knew the way to go. So all these things you learn as you go.
Yeah.
I might not know everything about crochet, but I think the knowledge I have right now has enabled me get to places I've never been before. Like last year, I was awarded among best dressed for the crochet of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
So this has changed your life in so many ways.
So many ways. I've met a community. Yeah. I was going through. I lost my mom in 2024, and I had given up on crochet. But during those sleepless nights, I went back to crochet, and I remember the friends that were there for me were mostly crochet friends because I'd teach others, they would teach me something, and I'd hang out with them, and it helped me heal through the whole experience. So for me, crochet is just more than a business. It's something that has helped me cope through a lot of painful things, and I'm glad that I'm able to make beautiful pieces.
From Kemento's story, we've learned that patience, resilience, and creativity are the driving factors for any successful business. So whether you're just starting out or you're growing your own venture, we hope that these stories have inspired you to believe what's really possible. Thank you for watching. For Nairobi's small businesses, visibility on social media is now as vital as their products. It's a new frontier for young professionals carving out their future. futures. Behind the polished online presence are stories of late nights, deadline stress, and the relentless pursuit of growth. Behind every viral post and growing brand, there's someone working tirelessly behind the screen. From curating content, posting it, and analyzing performance, social media management is more than just about posting. So today, we're going to see what exactly it takes behind the feed to keep a brand visible and growing online.
Thank you so much for having me. So my name is Ruby Blessing Musuya. I am a social media manager and a content creator based in Nairobi. I basically help businesses thrive online through creating content and strategies. Yeah.
Every prosperous company is created first by making one major commitment, making a commitment to launch your idea or business.
My aunt is an interior designer, so I used to tag along with them whenever they will go set up spaces, and I used to take photos of the end results. So she used to have a videographer on board, and whenever I'll take photos of the space, she'll tell the videographer to stand where I stood because the angle is really nice. So on a random Friday, when I was in uni, 2023, my cousin called me. So it became a thing that everyone in the family knew. Ruby loved taking videos, loved taking photos. So my cousin called me on a random day, on a random Friday. I remember I was in class waiting for a lecturer to come in, and she told me there's a job, and she asked me if I was interested in doing this because it was all about, first of all, just taking videos. But then once I started, that's when I knew about social media management. I was in my final year in uni. I did a bachelor's degree in public health at Kenyatta University. So after I finished school, actually, I remember I once physically went to look for a job, and that experience was horrible. So I remember crying and telling God that I honestly don't think this is for me. So I was still working and doing social media management. Yet even as I was done with school, with uni, I was still doing the social media management. Under my cousin, she had an agency back then. So that's where I used to work. But then I was like, okay, I'm done with school. I have a degree. Let me go look for a job. But that experience was very, honestly, thinking about it, that was a tough experience. So I remember telling God, honestly, I really don't want to experience this again. The experience was really crazy for me. So that I remember mentioning a prayer to God and saying that I don't think this is what I want for myself. So that's when I still continued doing social media management, and through doing that, and working under my cousin under the agency, we had a couple of clients which we worked with. So work was flowing. So I really didn't get the urgency of looking for my public health job because I really enjoyed what I was doing. And now through that, I started getting clients and clients and clients. Not that I have withdrawn my public health degree, because I've also worked with NGOs which are based in health. So basically, I've merged both the public health and digital marketing.
You've been working for how many years now in social media?
3 years now.
3 years.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So with social media, it's something that's growing every day. There's something new every day. So you definitely need skills, and you definitely need to be up to trend with what people are doing. So in terms of skills, it depends. Unfortunately, in Kenya, social media management, it entails you to know almost everything, like videography, graphic designs. But when you compare to what other people in the other different countries are doing, you'll notice that for the social media manager, it's all about just coming up with the strategies. But now in Kenya, now you have to embrace what your country is doing. So that means you need to learn the skills, because you having these skills makes you to be top compared to someone who just knows social media management. So in terms of videography, photography, graphic designs, basic editing. So my days are honestly different, depends on the kind of clients that I'm dealing with. So basically, I think on Mondays, I usually plan my days according to when I'm going to a specific client. So there are days I'm just here at my office, working on strategies, editing videos, editing photos, graphics. But then there are days that now I go to the clients physically to shoot content. I love helping businesses thrive online. So I've been able to work with different types of businesses. I've done beauty industry through working in salons, done restaurants, food industry, hospitality industry through working with restaurants and hotels, and also now the NGO. At the moment, I'm niching down to just restaurants because that's where I noticed that's what I really, really enjoy doing. Not that I don't enjoy helping other businesses, but I really love creating content within the restaurant. So at the moment, most of my clients are restaurants. So what makes a campaign successful? A couple of things, but now when I talk about it based on the restaurant client, one of the things as we're coming up with a campaign is for sales, right? So meaning people coming in. So there are days we have full, we're literally full. I can give an example of a Valentine's Day campaign that we have. At the moment, we had 2 branches. This is for one of my clients, and we were extremely full to a point people were actually waiting outside to come inside. So that shows that whatever we did was a success. When I started out, I was alone, but it reached a point I had to delegate because work can become intense. So yes, I have a graphic designer on board and also a videographer on board. It feels really amazing that I can actually call someone for a job because I know how that means. For the moment I didn't have one, and for someone to just randomly call me and tell me we have some work to do, that was such a blessing. So for me to be able to do this, it's amazing, and I can't wait to have more and more. I never used to be online myself, which was really funny because I worked on people's pages and I forgot myself. But then I started creating more last year, and that was such a game changer for me because even on days where I don't post, because I have a digital footprint, when they search up and they look for a social media manager in Nairobi, my name is one of the names that pop up. So I'll randomly get calls of people wanting me to work with them. And also referrals, doing a good job and getting referrals. I would say Instagram and TikTok, especially TikTok. I've not posted as much, but for the times I posted, I got a lot of engagement and especially a lot of calls, and I actually got clients from there.
Wow.
So it's important to also put out your work, regardless of if you're starting or if you're starting or you started and you have not been able to put yourself out there, it's really important because you never know who's watching. Oh, the work that goes in before you come up with a strategy, because it's not jokes. You don't want your you don't want your work to be seen as you're copying others. So basically sitting down and coming up with creative ideas from scratch. That's different from what people are doing, and also being on trend with what is going on. So what I enjoy the most is when I help dead business thrive. Basically, we come up with ideas, we come up with strategies, we work on your social media accounts, and you actually regain your business. One of my biggest growth is one of my clients that I'm handling. I started with them with 1 branch, and we're currently at the 3rd branch in less than 2 years. So for a restaurant, especially in Nairobi, with how restaurants are being formed almost every day, so for you to be able to keep up and for you to be a name and a brand that people trust, for them to come every time and again, and to be able to grow to having 3 branches, that's one of the biggest achievements So in 5 years' time, I'm hoping that most businesses will know how important it is to be on social media. So at the moment, people have really understood the importance of it, but I know with 5 years' time, social media is going to be a very, very essential toolkit for every businesses. So if you'd like to join this field, it's an amazing, amazing field. I'll highly recommend, but you'll need to understand that when you start out, you need to learn to grow. Hi, my name is Robi Blessing Musuya, CEO of Socials with Musuya, which is a digital marketing company based in Nairobi, and this is Urban Hustle.
Social media management isn't just about chasing trends and posting. It's about helping brands grow and making a lasting impact. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of the behind the scenes of the digital hustle. Thank you for watching. This has been the Urban Hustle.